Hey guys, it's the beginning of November's vlog. I don't know how much vlogging I'm going to be doing this month. Maybe a lot, maybe not that much. It depends on the surprise and how I feel throughout the month. Because the surprise is going to end up keeping me up a lot. By the time that you get this vlog, you're going to know what it is. So I might just be really tired and too tired to vlog. But I got my book of the month this month. You can skip months. I was thinking about skipping this month because we have a lot of bills to pay, but I was already charged for it last month, so I figured I'll just pick a book anyways. And the books that they had, there was two of them that I really wanted, and I picked one. I had to pick one. I could add an additional, but it would cost more money, I think. So I didn't do that. I just saved down to my Amazon list because it was cheaper on Amazon than it was on Book of the Month. That's how I usually do it. If I like a book, I check Amazon first. And if it's cheaper on Amazon, that's where I'm getting it from. No offense, Book of the Month, I'm just really cheap. So let's see what I got. I forgot the name of it already. It's been like 3 to 4 days, so it's not that bad, but my memory is just shit. If you know me, you know my memory is shit. And for those who follow me on Between Monsters and Men, sorry for the lack of videos of 1 week maybe. I've been kind of not here in the mind lately, so I haven't been studying, and what I'm going to be studying next, I got to figure out how I'm going to do it. It's going to be about goblins, so either way it's going to probably be up before this video is up. So it's going to be about goblins. Probably going to do a list of 5 of goblins around the world, because I was going to do just Red Cap, but there's not much information on Red Cap, so I figured I'll just make a list of 5 different goblins from around the world. And hopefully don't get them mixed up with Dungeons and Dragons, which by the way I'm going to be playing soon with my roommates. Alright, so here's the book. It comes in a box like this. Gotta get it out. And it comes with a bookmark. It looks like this. It's just a simple Books of the Month, Life is hardcovers. It's called The Collective. That's what it looks like. Let's see if there's anything different. No, it's pretty plain undercover. The Collective. I think it's Camellia Gardner is a grieving and angry mother who 5 years after her daughter's death is still obsessed with the privileged young man she believes to be responsible. When her rash actions draw the attention of a secret group of women, the Collective, Camellia is drawn into a dark web where these mothers share their wildly different stories of loss as well as their desires for justice in a world where privilege denies accountability. Fueled by a mutual rage, the Collective members devise and act out retribution fantasies via precise, anonymous, highly coordinated revenge killings. I ran out of air, I'm sorry. As Camellia struggles to comprehend whether this is a role-playing exercise or terrifying reality, she must decide if these women are truly avenging angels or monsters. Becoming more deeply enmeshed in the group, Camellia learns truths about the Collective and about herself that she may not survive. So I'm really interested in this. It's very dark, it's a thriller, and I've been noticing I like thrillers. Because I got another one from Books of the Month, but I purchased it off of Amazon because it was cheaper on Amazon. I don't remember the name of it. I'll put it right here if I remember. But that was a thriller also, and it was really good. I don't want to tell you much about it because I don't want to give anything away. I could just get up and go get it, but that requires me to go into my bedroom, and I don't want to go in there because then I have to learn. Then I have to learn. Then I have to clean, and I don't want to clean today. I just want to sit down and play Skyrim a little bit. But, as you see, I put makeup on because I had to take a photo for a company. So I only wearing this makeup for an hour. But that's usually how it goes anyways, because when I do videos, that's kind of how it happens. So my plans this month is after this coming week, once we get, I'm just going to tell you the name and what I'm getting. Tyr. He's a dog. He's a German Shepherd. We should be getting him on the 14th. And after that, I'm going to start working out and training him and stuff like that. Working out myself when he's sleeping or something, because he's going to be a 7-week-old German Shepherd. So he's going to be a baby I just need to work out again. I'm starting to gain a little weight again, and I haven't been working out for the last week. And then I have my psychiatrist appointment on the 16th. So I got that also. Our car is still broken. We still don't have the money to pay for a new one. Zach wants to put our car on Carvana, but I'm a little bit iffy about it without my dad. My dad knows what to do when it comes to stuff like this. Like, we should be going to him when it comes to stuff like this. But Zach's like, we should try it on ourselves. If we get confused, then we can ask him. Anyhow, I'm going to charge this camera and put this one video up on the computer because my computer has been having memory problems. It's stupid. There's the C file, which is the first file where everything's supposed to go, but it has really limited space on it. So I changed it where the D file, which has a lot of space on it, is where everything downloads. But for some reason it still goes to the C file to get to the D file, but when that happens, if the C file gets full, which it does very quickly, it's like you can't put anything else on the computer. So if there happens to be a vlog where things are just cut off randomly, it's probably because it did that to me and I couldn't get any more vlog clips up. My apologies. I'll probably put a black screen with lettering in it saying my apologies and everything like that to it. But I wanted to let you guys know that I'm trying to fix that problem. I don't know why it does that. If you know why, tell me, please. I have an Alienware. I don't remember the exact Alienware type, but it's an Alienware. It's a laptop, and I'm trying to get it where it just goes to the D file, because that has all the space in it. So I'll figure it out eventually. I gotta back up my computer anyways, so I might do that today also. Guess what, guys? He's home. He's home. He's a very good boy so far, other than he's attacking my camera. Do you mind? He hasn't played with any of the toys that I purchased for him, which is a little upsetting because I purchased like 3 toys just for him. He's playing with his leash more than anything and plastic bottles, which I gotta kind of get him out of because I don't want him chewing on that and then swallowing it if he breaks through it. He likes to follow people around, so when people are around, he likes to just follow them. It's cute. Adorable. So far, he's been doing really good about going to the bathroom outside. He hasn't gone to the bathroom inside, except for the crate once in the car when we're driving home, which is a 4.5-hour drive, so that's understandable because we didn't let him go potty before we left, and it's because we forgot. We were kind of in a hurry because we just wanted to get home and get him home, and my roommate wanted to get home to her children. So we were kind of in a hurry. He's really good so far. Having difficulties training him though, because once he sees food, he goes after it quickly. Like if he's like desperate and starving. So it means that he's engaged with food, which is fine for training, or perfect for training, but I need him to calm down a little bit. He's only 6 to 7 weeks old. He should calm down a little bit soon anyways, at around like 8 to 9 weeks. But until then, he's just a little energetic when it comes to training, and because of it, his mind doesn't settle on what's going on. He does not like the crate, and we're trying to crate train him. Does not like it whatsoever, which kind of sucks because he has to be in the crate because he's still getting potty trained. He can't just hang out in the living room all night or in the bedroom all night and be trusted to not go to the bathroom. I have him walking around the living room right now to get some of that energy out. And he's finally laying down right now because I have to get to work and do some stuff. Because I haven't in a while. I've been putting it off to the side. And so far so good. Zach loves him to death. I didn't know what I was going to film this month because I don't even know what's happening this month. I mean, Thanksgiving's supposed to happen next week, I think. And we don't know what's happening with Thanksgiving. We don't know if we're going to Thanksgiving because our car is still broken and we don't have a new car yet. So I don't know if my parents want to pick us up and take us to my sister's house where we usually have our Thanksgiving. The dog keeps barking upstairs, so I keep checking the camera to see if anyone's here. I always have him on a leash so he gets used to the leash feeling, and so that I can let him out as quickly as possible when I see him trying to go to the bathroom, so I don't have to rush over to the leash, put it on him, and then rush him out the bedroom. Sorry, out of the house. But we don't know what we're doing this month. We don't know. We don't know if we're having Thanksgiving or not. I don't even know if we're doing anything for Christmas, honestly. That's it. So I don't know what I'm filming this month, except for these tiny bits of vlogs, which are not really that tiny. I usually do it for 5 to 9 minutes. Dog barked again. I always check the cameras just in case there's a package being dropped off or something is coming to the door or something like that. Like we're expecting air conditioning guys to come because our air conditioning broke, and they still haven't come in 3 days, so that's not good. So I'm always checking the camera to see what's going on. Yeah, that's all that I can really update you guys on right now. Hey guys, I wanted to update you guys on some things. If the camera moves, it's because Tyr is trying to play with it. And I couldn't film any other time because I never know when he's gonna go take a nap. No! Watch out, Tessa. I don't want Tessa hitting it either. Come on, Tessa. Good girl. So, now he's laying in my lap. So for Thanksgiving, my parents are going to pick us up, and we are going to my sister's after all. So no worries there, guys. I am having a Thanksgiving after all. Now let's talk about other things that have occurred. So this lovely puppy, for the first 5 to 6 days, he was peeing on the carpet because he's a puppy after all. I mean, to be expected. And so I had to stay alert a lot to try to get him to stop and to get him outside on time. So I was paying attention. I was watching a lot of TV instead of working. And I watched a whole bunch of not a whole bunch of series, like 3 series. And I wanted to talk to you guys about them because I know I used to do my entertainment videos or my favorite media or etc. videos. So I wanted to talk to you about them. The first one I finished was You, Netflix. I also have the book. I purchased the book after watching the first season. Not very far because I just got the book like a day or 2 ago. It's really good. For those who like thrillers, I definitely suggest it. It's about a guy who, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. Oh, sorry for the movement. Who stalks this girl. He has an obsession with her, and that's about it that I can tell you without spoiling a little bit about it. So I'm going to read you a little bit of the back of the book. When a beautiful, aspiring writer strides into the East Village bookstore where Joe Goldberg works, he does what anyone would do. He Googles the name on her credit card. There is only one Guinevere Beck in New York City. She has a public Facebook account and tweets incessantly, telling Joe everything he needs to know. She is simply back to her friends, and she went to Brown University. She lives on Bank Street, and she'll be at the bar in Brooklyn tonight. The perfect place for a chance of meeting. As Joe is invisibly and obsessively takes control over Beck's life, he begins quietly removing the obstacles that stand in their way. Joe will do anything to ensure Beck finds herself in his waiting arms, even if it means murder. So, do you mind? Hey, stop chewing the camera. So it is a thriller. It has a lot of sex in it, so warn you on that. Kind of like Game of Thrones, but not as much as Game of Thrones, because Game of Thrones was a little excessive. But I still love Game of Thrones, so I'm not complaining. Let's see, the next one was Hellbound. That's a new series on Netflix. It's a Korean series. I don't know if I would call it, I don't know if I'd call it a horror or not. I guess I would a little bit. So let's look up Hellbound and I'll tell you a little bit about it. There's also a webtoon on it. So if you go to a webtoon app, like it's called Webtoon, and it's an app, you can read it there. I'll just use a Netflix description. Unearthly beings deliver bloody condemnations, sending individuals to hell and giving rise to a religious group founded on the idea of divine justice. It's really, really good. I like it a lot. It's a little graphic, violent-wise, so warning on that. But it's really good for those who don't mind Korean shows or subtitles in your shows. It's really, really good if you like, especially if you like horror. It's new, so it's 2021. So I definitely advise trying it out if you're interested in that. Now for an anime that I watched, it's called Trese, and it's a Filipino anime. It's described as like the first Filipino anime for some reason. I believe they probably have other animes that Filipinos came out with, or Philippine came out with, but that's what it's described as one of the things I was reading. I was like, oh, okay. Probably the first one that's on Netflix, because it's on Netflix. We'll use Netflix description again. In Manila, where dark supernatural forces pervade the criminal underworld, it's up to Alexander Trese to keep the peace, but there is a storm brewing. So there is mythical creatures from Philippine folklore in it. It's a horror also, so if you don't mind horror, that's what I've been mostly watching, because I'm in a mood for horror. And there's not much else that I have that's horror on my watch list on Netflix, except for Korean dramas. Not Korean dramas, they're not horror. They're all like romance. But I am gonna watch more shows because he still needs to be watched a little bit. For the last 3 days, he has impressively not gone on the carpet at all. He's going to the door where we go outside, and he's been waiting for me to go outside with him, and he's been going to the potty outside for the last 3 days. So fingers like that. But he still has anxiety issues when I'm not around, separation anxiety issues. Fix that. I know how to fix it. You have to take him into a room and close the door and leave him in there till he stops barking, and then give him a treat when he stops barking for a few minutes. But I have, the only room that I could put him in is my bedroom, and there's 2 cat litter boxes in there, so I think, and he gets really distracted easily in there, so I really don't want to put him in there. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. I don't want to do it in the bathroom either, because he's like afraid of going into the bathroom for some reason. Which is okay, because we don't want him in the bathroom to begin with. I gotta figure it out. He's getting better in the crate a little bit. Anyway, back to the media. I'm also reading Daughter of the Pirate King. I'm reading a lot of books, just to let you know. But this is what I'm reading currently. Daughter of the Pirate King by Tricia Levenseller. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Sent on a mission to retrieve an ancient hidden map, the key to a legendary treasure trove. 17-year-old pirate Captain Alosa deliberately allows herself to be captured by her enemies, giving her the perfect opportunity to search their ship. More than a match for the ruthless pirate crew, Alusa has only one thing standing between her and the map, her captor, the unexpectedly clever and unfairly attractive first mate, Murden. But not to worry, for Alusa has a few tricks up her sleeve, and no lone pirate can stop the Daughter of the Pirate King. And I have one other book that's coming on its way, and it's about the Dark Elf Dritz. So it's a fantasy/high fantasy based in the Dungeons & Dragons world, because we've been playing Dungeons & Dragons on Saturdays. There's like 25 books. But I really wanted to read more Dungeons & Dragons related books and high fantasy/fantasy books. But I'm very, very, very picky about books, although I have like a whole bookshelf full of books I need to read. And they all have some sort of bookmark in it, so where I have left off. And so I need to learn to finish things. It's Dritz do Erden. I think that's how you pronounce it. 37 books to be exact. The book takes the reader into Menzoberranzan, the city of the Drow, that Dritz's homeland. From here, the reader follows Dritz on his quest to follow his principles in the cruel and competitive society of his underground homeland, where such feelings are threatened. So I haven't read any of that yet because it hasn't showed up yet, and it was really cheap. It was like only $1 plus like shipping, which is $3.99. So that's all the media / things I'm watching and reading or getting. Do you mind? He's trying to check my phone. He's on my phone right now. Look at this. But yes, that's all that's going on so far. Sorry for the hair. I just wanted to give you guys an update about the media and what I've been watching and what's been keeping me entertained, because I know you guys like to know what I'm watching, so you guys have some ideas on what to watch as well.